Do you remember in Shrek the Musical when Fiona's telling Shrek how awful it was in the tower? And he's like, "What, did you run out of shampoo a few times?" I was trying to do an Irish accent with that. Or Scottish, whatever it is, but it didn't work. But yeah, running out of shampoo. You never know until it's you. Just doesn't feel good. This is all conditioner. Where did my hairbrush go? Please just ignore the mess behind me. But please be welcome to this get ready with me. Although it's probably a wrong get ready with me. I already did my makeup. I just gotta curl my hair. I really want to film a video today. But I have church to go to, then I have a job to go to. We might go to lunch after church, or we might go to the beach after church, and hashtag pray about it. So I really just want to talk about the Legend series. Legend, Prodigy, Champion. So if you just want to chill out, turn the volume up, because I'm not going to do anything crazy. Just like curling my hair and talking. Put your makeup on, we'll be makeup buddies. Nothing weird's going to happen, no loud noises. And I apologize for whatever just happened in editing. Okay, so I'm going to go blow dry my hair, and then we can get talking. And done. In case it is on your mind, no, I did not straighten my hair. No, this is just how it turns out. So now, because it's so thick and straight, it's a real pain to curl. So I was like, since I'm going to be sitting in one spot for 30 minutes or even 40 minutes, I should talk to a camera. Okay, about to get started. I always get so nervous on the first curl. The hot iron wand, it scares me. So let's talk about Legend series. I should have just kept my DNF. I really should have. I DNF'd the series after the first book, Legend. I gave it 3 stars. Like, first things first, I love Day and June. Like, those 2 characters are great. They're intelligent, they're real, they have emotions. You get some good, like, character development between them. They definitely love each other. Maybe a little too much, too soon. I mean, if you watched, like, my first review about it, they were way too lovey to begin with, like only 3 days after they met. But the thing that put me off at the beginning was that even though the characters were great, it was just about them. Like, we had this huge, ginormous world revolving around them. We had wars, crazy governments. Oh, I can already tell I don't like how this hair is going. But I think because the plot was just too focused on them, it bogged everything else down. Saying bogged is a weird but right word to describe it. Maybe I should just keep 2 curls like that. Hello, boys. Because this book is so fast-paced. The whole series is so fast-paced. So fast-paced that there's just not any description. I need a description. I need to know where I'm at, what kind of street I'm walking down, what sort of building we're climbing up. Like, if I can't see where I'm at, I'm not attached to the action that's going on. The whole Legend series is like that. Like, in Prodigy, Day and June are walking down the Vegas main strip. I don't know much about Vegas, but I'm guessing the main strip is like where all the casinos are, the tiny Statue of Liberty, tiny pyramid. They had pyramids, but they were like air-based pyramids, air docks. You park your ship on it, or maybe the pyramids themselves are ships. I don't know. I think they're made out of big cubes. But like, if something isn't military-ish, it's not like described, and you're just left with like open desert land to imagine where you're at. So because nothing is given attention to, the whole of the Republic in the book just seems so empty and bland. So yeah, I am combining this as a Prodigy and Champion review. So what I really liked about Prodigy and Champion is that we got to see the governments of Antarctica and the colonies. Both were awesome. Like, I just feel like the Republic is supposed to represent North Korea and the colonies are South Korea. One is completely militarized, the other is ruled by corporations and businesses. And it was so interesting in Prodigy. June and Day go there and they talk. No, the first person they talk to comes up to them and is like a walking advertisement. Doesn't say anything else but like, "Hi, I'm from Cloud Tech. Come visit our markets today. We give half off on white bread." And then just moves on and repeats it to the next person. Like, everyone's trying to outdo each other in some big marketing scheme. And that was so interesting. But then, like, they leave the colonies basically soon after that in a short hospital trip. So this was in Legend too. Get a little snippet of what's going on in the big wide world, but it's not really explained until the next book. That is not good because I I wanted to DNF the series right at Legend because nothing felt personal. It's like the stories were so focused on Day of June, the camera was just focused on them. I couldn't see anything else happening around them, which is not good because I want world building. The Antarctica government was pretty cool. Like, everything's basically a virtual reality. And I like the little point system they had that kept, like, crime down. That's an awesome idea. I would love, like, an entire book idea about that. And if there is one out there, tell me, I will read it. But then we leave Antarctica. Just these little snippets that tantalize but ultimately disappoint. This is gonna take forever. It's okay, I got 50 minutes. That's not enough time. Oh, and if you think I'm ignoring you by not looking at the camera, I'm not. There's a mirror right in front of me, and I need that mirror. Well, I guess I could use this as a mirror. Oh my gosh, that curl. This is fine. We can do this. And throughout the series, we're against the colonies, right? We're for the Republic because June and Day are in the Republic. Although I was totally fine with the colonies taking them over because I liked how crazy the colonies looked with all their ads. But another complaint is the rotation of villains. Like, okay, in the first book we have Commander Jameson, Thomas. Oh yeah, and this is just going to be all spoilers, by the way. I have no filter right now. In the second book we have Commander Jameson again. Very, very briefly. Like, half a page, 2 sentences. Then she gone. She gone. Then we have our surprise villain, Razor. Oh, surprise. You guys got the colonies, but they're the staple villain. They're not real. They just throw bombs, but there's no real sense of danger there, is there? Not until, like, the third book. And I'm getting that right now. Because in the third book, we have, like, surprise, surprise, the Chancellor of the colonies wants to make a deal with Day to ultimately turn the people of the Republic against their own leader, the Elector. Okay, side note, I'm all for Day and June being a couple, but I was totally fine for June and Andon to be a couple. I am pro Andon. But these villains do not villain. Or they have not been given enough time to villain. I guess we could say that Commander Jameson is the repeat villain because we see her in every book, but she goes from cold, calculating commander, the first book, to like crazed lunatic to the third book, and we don't see any progression in that. And I sort of have a solution for that. In the first book, she's crazy. No, she's not crazy. In the first book, she plotted to kill Matthias. She killed Matthias. In the second book, she is plotting with Razor to assassinate Andon. Third book, she's in jail with Thomas. They both escape, and now Jameson is working with the colonies to bring the stupid Republic down. Oh my gosh, my hair. It's gonna be fine. Just go ahead and roast me in the comments. I can take it. I'm fine. But like, in the third book was bad. Like, it lifts Jameson up as a super evil person. She's not. Yeah, she killed Matthias, but that's evil. But she's not that evil. She's not scary. June is like freaking out just like thinking about her when Jameson and her are staring eye to eye. She's having a panic attack because of how scary she is. She's not. She's just off in the distance. Ugh, my arm hurts. I don't have the endurance for beauty. So yeah, the rotation of villains. They're just introduced. They go off on their merry business, plotting the demise of their enemies, and then we just never see them again. And then apparently they're already dead in the next book. So we had Razor show up in the second book. He's the leader of the Patriots. And he's like this cool, calculating shadow of a figure. Like, yeah, this man could bring down any government he wanted. And he was like a triple agent. Cool. He's only there for like a few pages. Then he leaves. Then we find out on the colony side of the battle line that he has betrayed basically everyone. He wants to set himself up as the Elector. So then we have this massive, we have to go back to the Republic, get the people back on Andon's side. And then the story ends. Then we learn in the third book, Razor was executed. Let's move on to the next villain. We'll move on to the Chancellor. The Chancellor wasn't surprised because, Day is just, sitting by himself in his room one day and he gets this call on his microphone. And lo and behold, the Chancellor has his number. Stalker. and he's got this cool, silky voice over the phone, like listening to a snake talk. And I'm like, okay, this guy could be cool. And he blackmails Day. He gets him to come to his airship to make an announcement to turn the Republic people against their leaders. We get to meet the Chancellor, and he's this frail little old man. And I'm like, that's fine. Frail little old men can do evil things. And then Day, he's like, I will make the announcement. So he gets up to the microphone. He's like, people of the Republic, kill these fools. And then he just jumps off the Air Force. Then he jumps off of the airship, and the Chancellor just left screaming on the deck like, ah, you betrayed me. Then we never see him again. Never. Did we actually hear from him? Is he still alive? So basically, villains are tossed aside basically a couple pages after they're introduced, just so we can keep the focus on Day and June. Okay, so I was spoiled on the little thing that Day is dying and that he will lose his memory of June. I knew that was going to happen, and that was actually what got me interested back in the series, because characters with amnesia, that's really interesting to me. That's why I still play the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. Explore as a Sky. Go play it right now. Then we can talk about this fellow. Tell me I'm beautiful, please. But yeah, so the main conflict of the third book, besides the colonies, is, there's this new plague that mutated with this other virus, and we can't stop it. We can't get a cure. We have to find Patient Zero, the one who started this whole thing, so maybe there's an antidote in their blood. How does that work? How? First they think it's Eden, then they get Dave's permission to take his blood and his marrow samples and whatever, and the doctor's like, it's close, but he's not the right one. And then June's like, wait, it's me! It started with me! So in the second book, June got sick with something, don't know what it was, just a really bad flu, and it made her super weak. Day had to rescue her from the hospital, I think, had to carry her through some underground tunnels. She finally got the help she needed in the Republic, and then all is well. She's cured. She's back on her feet. Princess elect. Then we figure out in the third book that the plague the Republic created as bioweapons and whatever virus June had merged together to form this new super plague that no one can cure. Okay. Ow, ow. Oh, beauty hurts. So June had the flu virus. Did she come in contact with someone with the plague so it could merge? How did it merge? If it was the start of the super plague, how did she get cured so easily? And if she got cured, how did it move on to become the super plague? You know who should have been Patient Zero, the start of the plague? Commander Jameson. Is she even a commander? I don't know. Jameson. She's just staggering around the Republic shooting soldiers in the third book. And I'm like, that's the perfect opportunity to spread some super plague right there. And it would also sort of explain why she's gone a little loopy, because the sickness is destroying her mind, sort of like how Day's sickness is destroying his mind. So yeah, if she would have been the carrier, since she already escaped prison and everybody's already looking for her, it would have doubled the stakes and made it super interesting for a final showdown between her and June. The only thing that made it interesting between her and June was the fact that June was so scared of her, but that doesn't make sense. Sure, she killed her brother, but June, you're fine. Get over it. You just shoot her. Oh, that's another thing. The deaths, falls in the same category as the villains just get pushed aside. But the deaths in this book was almost Mockingjay bad. You guys remember Kade? That girl she was probably my favorite. She did this awesome epic jet scene in book 2 where she has to break through the armor, the wall that surrounds the Denver, I think, or maybe even the whole Republic. Let's just call it the Great Wall of America. And then there's these little tunnels at the base of the walls where trains can go through. But Kata's like, no, I can fit a jet through there. So she's being chased by colony jets, and she just nosedives down and goes straight through those tunnels like a boss. And then when she emerges on the other side, the Republic is like, hey, that's a colony's jet. Let's shoot it. And Kade, after being so invincible, doing all this crazy stuff, how does she go? Just fall. Did we even mourn her? Thomas, too. Thomas dies. I am so happy Thomas is dead. I hated Thomas. Trying to paint him as a sympathetic character, and he's not. Thomas deserves death and disembowelment and so many other medieval tortures. And I actually started hating Tess too. I'm like, Tess, you are immature. Your love is really conditional. Then I remember that she's only like 13. I'm like, okay, I sort of forgive you. You got some maturing to do. Basically, anyone who wasn't Day, Jew, or Andon was pretty much unlikable. That guy, Pascao, he was fine. Like, all he did was smile and talk about nitroglycerin. That's quirky, I guess. Throughout the series, it was just so fast-paced. It's like we broke the sound barrier and we're flying, so our feet aren't touching the ground, so we're not taking notice of anything that's really happening around us. We're just focused on the people whose head we occupy day in June. I knew this was gonna happen. See, on this side it's always super short, on this side it's super long, so I'm just gonna have to go back and redo all of this. I'm fine. We can make this work. And you know, I love action. I love books that have, like, fighting in them. I like books that have, like, armies battling it out against one another. But these were just so boring. It was just the standard shoot and run and jump on some buildings. And, I got 32 minutes. Oh, Eden's adorable, too. I love Eden. Save Eden. So good things about Legend and Prodigy. Nope. Take that back. I remember on the back of Champion, it was like, he was a legend. She was a prodigy. But who will be champion? That makes it sound like they're pitted against each other, like they're arch enemies, but they're not. They're lovers. They're teammates. There is no rivalry between them. This whole advertisement is a lie. No one is champion. The battle, it ends in like a ceasefire, a treaty. That's a tie. No one wins if it's a tie. I think maybe I'm just a cold, heartless robot. Because throughout the third book, actually, halfway point of the book, I just stopped caring. And now that I'm thinking about it, this is a dystopian, right? You gotta think about it. The dystopian world this is pretty basic. America divided, wars, floodwaters, we need land, gotta fight the other people for land. This is fine, we can make this work. Besides, like, little snippets of how the other governments are run, nothing is interesting, really. And I've read Lunar Chronicles, I've read the Legend series, and I'm already sick of the plague trope. Like, unless it's like a different type of sickness, like, oh, it makes you forget your loved one. It makes you super violent. It makes you like a zombie. No, take that back. I hate zombies. I don't want to read a zombie book ever. But like, it makes you it makes you prone to suggestion. That's what I mean. Like something like that with different consequences. I'm for that. But just a regular, oh, you get sick and die plague. No. No, thank you. Hard pass. This is fine. This hair is fine. You're beautiful. No. You know, Mary Lou, she has other books out, and I'm probably going to read them. Because, like, she has a fine writing style. But, yeah, I'm giving the whole series 3 stars. And that's not low. That's meh. We talked about this before. 3 stars is meh. Because Day and June are awesome. But everything else, no thank you. I feel bad. So many people like these books. And here I am just raining on the parade. This is fine. We're fine. This is fine. If you're still here, I think I'll wrap it up like this. The Legend series, it's fine. It's just none of the people in it are really complex. The main motivation, even between Day and June, is either revenge or family. All pretty nice, pretty good reasons to fight, but it's the most complex thing is their relationship and how every time Day looks at June, he's reminded of how she's responsible for the loss of his family. Everything else is pretty surface level. Basically, I call this an ice skating book. You just glide over the surface. And I love to ice skate, but just, even though I like them, there's no attachment. Just everything's superficial. I'm sorry if I sound mad and depressed. I'm not. It's just this hair. Ah! Nearly there, nearly there. In case there's any beauty gurus out there screaming into their screens like, what are you doing? There's a step 2 to this, I promise. First, you're gonna hairspray all these corkscrews. Then I'm gonna brush it out a little so it looks not too Shirley Temple. I got 22 minutes. It's fine. It's fine. It's a little better. I think I'll just go ahead and mention my favorite parts in each book, just to talk about something while I'm staring disappointedly into the mirror. Favorite part of Legend was the skits fight. between June and Kade. That was awesome. Like, a good old fist-to-fist fight scene is always great with me. Favorite part of Prodigy was, I think, reuniting with Tess with the Patriots and meeting Razor. Just like, ooh, new people, new cast. Oh, plot development. Ooh, this guy looks evil. So yeah, that first impression. Also, like, them, Day and June, walking down the Vegas main strip together. She, like, in an escort costume. Them just, like, walking off the plane, pretending that everything's fine. Relate. Okay, two more. Favorite scene in Champion. My favorite part of any book is always the beginning, basically. So I'm like, whoa, new world, where are we at? What are the rules? Are there dragons? So in Champion, I like the beginning, just Day walking around. He has his red hair, his weird tattoo on his face. Just going club to club like, hey, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not fine. Miss June. And any scene with, okay, the scenes where, like, Day and Eden are talking together, some brother bond building, I like those a lot. And then, like, the very end, like the 10 years later scene, where June, she's 27, she's at Matthias's grave, then she reunites with Day. That was fine, too. I like those. Oh, and the times we got to, like, talk to the Chancellor. I just want to know more about the world. I want to just live in it, and I can't in this book because everyone just keeps running around shooting at each other. Okay, last curl. I'm back. Let me just fix this top one. I'm gonna brush it out anyway, so does it matter if this side is tighter than this side? Probably. I'm gonna look like a lopsided mop doo-dah. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, let's just go ahead and turn this baby off so you won't burn any more people. Where's my hair spray? There she is. Pantene. In case anyone out there cares. So I want to get this on my computer. Just drown in it, Casey. Don't breathe. I'm fine. This is fine. Sending that thumbnail to myself. Okay, just a little more. This thumbnail to send myself. Whoa! I put too much hairspray in this. Okay, looking a little better. Ow, it hurts. Got to put more hairspray on the brush. No, don't get on the computer screen. Ow! Beauty is pain! Am I gorgeous? Okay, finished product. Was it worth the burns on my hands? It looks okay. Looks good. Comment below. You think this is a hilarious result to a hilarious burn session. Both burning the book and burning my palms. Thing about doing stuff in my room is I have terrible lighting. The lighting here is okay-ish right now because I'm so close to the screen and so close to the light I have right behind the screen, but my light bulbs are so dull and it really affects my makeup skills. It's not my fault, it's the light bulb's fault. I'll put some gold eyeshadow on in this dark room and I'll be like, it's not really that flashy, is it? Then I'll go outside and look in my car mirror and I'll be like, wow, I am glamorous. Way too glamorous. Like peacock glamorous. But anyways, this was fun. It helped speed by the time just that I would normally just spend looking at myself in a mirror. Maybe I'll do this some more. Oh. See, I stole my mom's phone, so, because she has a better camera than me, so I could send the thumbnail I'll use to this phone. She just got a text on her phone. Oh gosh. Okay, I gotta get this to my... Bye. You just saw a glimpse of my introvert self. Phone calls make me anxious. I don't. I avoid them. Text me, email me, Snapchat me. We good. That's all we need in life. We don't need voices. The world was just made out of telepaths, and I was a telepath. I'm down with that. I look like a mermaid. Cool mermaid. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping in. This is good. Feels like a nice therapy session to get this off my chest. I didn't like the Legend series, okay? It's fine! Anyways, I am Casey, and behind me, my bookcase. I love these shelves. They're so symmetrical. I'm so happy. You guys make me happy too. I hope you have an awesome day. I hope you guys get some Chinese food, and I hope I do too. Peace!